morning.
Good morning.
How nice that we're able to gather here this morning. Appreciate all of you coming. Should we use this? What is it?
It's the talk I gave on Thursday.
They're all here?
I think so. No, not Ricky.
Oh, no, I can read it. You'll be doing it. The opening I used this morning before I lit incense is one of my favorite pieces. What is most essential is the practice of mindful awareness, which enables us to understand, transform, and transcend greed, anger, and ignorance. What is most essential is the practice of mindful awareness, which enables us to understand, transform, and transcend greed, anger, and ignorance. There's a different, slightly more elaborate version on the inside cover of your sutra book. In the Buddhist tradition, the three poisons, as they're called, are named as greed, anger, and ignorance. These are the things in the Buddhist tradition that interfere with our happiness, interfere with our peace of mind, interfere with our ability to skillfully wrestle with the challenges of our life. Greed, anger, and ignorance. And the piece that I recited says, what is most essential is the practice of mindful awareness, which enables us to understand, transform, and transcend greed, anger, and ignorance. What is most essential is the practice of mindful awareness. What does that mean? Awareness, 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 all the way down. The old turtle story. Am I conscious of my feelings? Am I conscious of the parts of my personality, the elements of my upbringing, elements of my culture, the conditioned mind that I carry around that influences my decisions? Am I conscious of as much of my inner life as I can, or how conscious am I of my inner life? Awareness, awareness, awareness. I like this about myself, I don't like this about myself. I like this about my relationship with so-and-so. I don't like my relationship with so-and-so. And on and on and on. To simply say those things is inadequate to the task. What is most essential is the practice of mindful awareness. I keep saying you let me get away with it. Am I aware of what's going on? Am I aware of my conditioned mind? We talk about sitting meditation as a study of the mind, the study of your mind, my mind. Sit here quietly and let everything arise, and let it fall away. Fear, discomfort, anger, pain, joy, giddy gratitude, anticipation, impatience. Let's get out of here. It's a beautiful day. Ring the bell. This is power right here. Everything arises on the cushion. Perhaps you've noticed that. Boredom. Everything arises on the cushion. And the little piece I'm reciting is an invitation to understand what's going on. What is driving those feelings and thoughts that arise. And that's our job in our life. That's our job here on the cushion, to understand. Awareness, 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 awareness. I don't want to be here anymore. This is stupid. Okay. Yeah, Last week it was good, today it's not. What's that about? I don't like you anymore, you agree. Okay, but you used to. So what happened? Do we carry enough awareness around to be responsible and in charge of our behavior and our attitudes? What is most essential is the practice of mindful awareness. So mindfulness has become an industry. Yes? It's being used in elementary schools, in the military, in prisons, in business. Mindfulness is everywhere. Bookstores are full of it. Full of books about mindfulness. If I were to Google mindfulness, thousands and thousands of annotations would come up. Little tricks and techniques, practices, mnemonic devices, and on and on and on. Awareness, mindfulness rather, has become a huge, huge part of our culture, and I imagine most Western cultures. Which I think is absolutely wonderful. Because it used to be voodoo. It used to be voodoo. 50 years ago, if somebody said, I'm sitting Zazen meditation, you get this from most people, huh? Well, now it's everywhere, in some form. It's wonderful. The hope is that all this mindfulness is making changes in people's lives, affecting people to the good, to help people understand their inner world, and to understand the shadow states that we carry around, the wounds that we're dealing with. That's what this is about. And if we have the discipline to do this work, to come to the cushion, to do mindfulness practice twice a day or whatever we refer to this, little by little, and it's guaranteed, little by little, these things will be revealed, and we'll gain a greater understanding of ourselves and the way we interact and how we interact with the rest of the world. It's wonderful. And little by little, greed, anger, and ignorance will dissipate or become more easily recognized, so they don't fall into the same hole over and over and over again. Right? Yeah. I keep getting into lousy relationships. I don't know. Well, let's take a look at that, shall we? I can't quit doing this. Well, okay. Awareness, awareness, awareness. So I've always liked that phrase. What is most essential is the practice of mindful awareness. I said, giving a talk a number of years ago during Rohatsu, that I would like that inscribed on my urn. After you cook me up, I want that put on the side of the urn. I don't care where the urn goes. But I've changed my mind, actually. I want to be a tree now. That was before trees. So the invitation is to look inside when you're troubled, when you're confused, when you're scared, when you're delighted. Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. This is the best thing ever. This is better than a flush toilet. This is wonderful. Why are you so happy? What's going on that makes this so important? Or conversely, why the sadness, why the fear? Know yourself. Understand. Make sense?
Desire.
What?
Desire.
Correct.
Speaking of desire, coffee.